Hello everyone, I'm Amit Sharma and welcome you at SVAR Talk Show. The fever is just getting intense as we move closer to the leading and the trend-setting gems and jewelry exhibitions. IIJS Premiere 2024 is just around the corner. Scheduled from 8th to 12th of August at Geo World Convention Center and from 9th to 13th of August at Bombay Exhibition Center, Mumbai. And our guest for today is Mr. Ishu Datwani, founder of Anmol Jewellers, one of the leading retail jewelry brand, and again, Bollywood's favorite. Hello, Ishuji. I welcome you at SVAR Talk Show. How are you doing today?
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Lovely. Ishuji, we would like to understand from you about your future growth and expansion plan for the brand Anmol Jewellers.
So right now we are in the consolidation mode. We think there is a lot of potential in the current store where we are. So at the moment, the growth will come from this store itself. So we are looking at, increasing our top line, our bottom line, and things like that, but not expanding geographically at the moment.
All right. Now, IIJS is in its 40th year. All 4 decades are in there. How do you think IIJS have shaped up the future of the gems and jewelry industry?
So, first of all, IIJS itself has really grown to become a real international show. I remember maybe about 25, 30 years back, we used to participate in IIJS. The first time we participated, it was held in the world, in Cuff Parade. There used to be 120 stalls. And we called ourselves an international show. It was, honestly, at that point of time, it was more like a joke. But over a period of time, it has grown and it has grown exponentially. So today, definitely, it's a very serious show. It's a very, real international show. People from overseas come specially. So it has grown like by leaps and bounds. And with that growth, also the growth story of Indian, retailers has gone up. The way of working has changed. The thought process has changed. Earlier, a lot of people would do all their manufacturings themselves. Now people are willing to, work with vendors, and there is a specialization that is coming in. So in that sense, it is helping a lot of people who, for example, don't have a good design aesthetic, or who don't have the the infrastructure for workshops and karigars, or who don't have the mindset of buying loose diamonds and giving it to a karigar and making it, or setting up their own factory. So in that sense, it has created a very good sense of specialization. So different people can specialize in whatever is up their alley, and then everybody gets the fruits of that benefit.
Right. And what is your perspective on the theme Brilliant Bharat for the IIJS this year? And how can promoting our culture and tradition elements enhance India's appeal in the international jewelry market?
So I think that's a very brilliant idea, and we have to be patriotic in the real sense. When you go overseas, you see all the countries, they are very proud of their culture and they will promote their culture. And India was aping the West and trying to copy the West. But it's very important that we feel that, that pride, wo garv hona chahiye for, our culture and whatever we have contributed to the world. I mean, we really have. So I think it's brilliant in that sense, and we all need to take pride in that.
Lovely. Sir, what new and creative jewelry collections does your brand Anmol Jewelry have in store for the upcoming months?
We are constantly working on our designs, and we do a lot of R&D. So we have a whole repertoire of new designs that we have made, and a few are already in production also. Our sense of design is very, I would like to call it unique to us. So we like to have present to our clients very good design sense and aesthetic without going overboard. So we will be fancy, but we will not be over fancy. We always strive to be classy. At the end of the day, that's the kind of client we attract, and people have come to associate Anmol with good designs. So we're synonymous with good designs, and we are always constantly striving to keep that DNA of ours intact.
Right. And so quickly, since we have a budget very recently and we got a lot of offerings specifically for the general jewelry sector, we have been seeing a lot of changes in volatility in the gold market. How do you perceive the decision by the finance minister for this budget?
I think it's a fantastic decision because people really felt that the gold had gone up a lot. So this instant decrease has already helped. We can see a bigger footfall in the store. So it has helped us in a lower gold price on 22 carat. So obviously, the offtake has gone up. And even in 18 carat studded jewelry, because there is so much component of gold in studded jewelry. So even in that, the benefit. Apart from that, one major benefit which a lot of people have not realized is the fact that a lot of Indian diaspora that live in places like Singapore, Hong Kong, Bangkok, even London and the US earlier they would come to India for their trousseau shopping and even jewelry shopping. But in the last few years, a lot of our clients would go to Dubai for the jewelry shopping, especially gold, because the price was so much lower there. By doing this exercise of cutting down 9% on the duty, we are now at par with Dubai. So, there's a very good level playing field. And now we can attract those clients, back to our stores because, they have a 5% VAT in Dubai. And with the duty cut, we are as competitive or more competitive than them. Fantastic. So we will attract those clients also.
Certainly. And so IIJS Premiere this year is happening at two different venues, Geo World Convention Center and Bombay Exhibition Center. How do you think this is going to enhance and felicitate the exhibitors and the visitors?
I think it's a little bit of a cumbersome process because the venues are pretty far away from each other. So one will have to go dedicated to one place on one day and go to another place on the other day. I mean, ideally, it is not the best way of working, but I guess we don't have a choice. The show has grown so much, there is lack of space, so I guess there is no alternate other than that. But ideally, I would have preferred it if it was in one, in one location, so one can do one section, and then do another section in the same day. But over here, that's a little bit of a cumbersome, process.
Right. So any quick message for the visitors who are going to be planning their visit for IIJS Premiere Show?
Want to advise people to be very careful in their buying. It's very easy to get carried away. Look at your stock, do a sensible merchandising, be conscious of quality, work with good vendors, things like that.
Lovely. So that's the end of the show for today. And thank you so much once again for allotting us time.
Thank you.
Well, with this, we come to an end of this interactive session. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Mr. Ishu Datwani, founder of Anmol Jewellers. Please register yourself for the upcoming IIJS Premiere 2024 and do not miss the chance to visit the show. It's IIJS where business happens. I'll be back soon with more such interesting conversations with the leading personalities of our gems and jewelry industry. Until then, I am Amit Sharma. Sign off. Take care. Stay safe.